Another FX on the table here in the Rack Cave, and guess what? I am seriously impressed. Oh my God, am I? Why am I impressed? Well, it looks pretty damn cool. Yeah, certainly does. But this is what impresses me the most. Check out those groups. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD, and this is the FX Dreamline Saber Tactical version. Saber Tactical bit is the stock. And this thing is an absolute laser beam. I was using JSB Heavy Diablo 10.34 grains, 3-shot groups, 177, sub 12 foot-pounds, -1 as well. It was cold using this thing. That is accurate. Here's another one. Oh yeah, all 3-shot groups, 30 yards, and some RWS Superdomes. Opened up a little bit there. Still damn good. Right then. Now, I've done a number of FX reviews, or reviews of FX rifles, and I do like them. Some people think I'm a bit of a critique. I'm not a critique. I am an unbiased reviewer, okay? I tell you how it is. The last FX that I reviewed, I think it was the Dream Pup, was it? I can't remember now. I was a little bit critical of one because the accuracy of that particular rifle wasn't amazing. Was it because it was, I don't know, just a rifle that was a slightly dodgy, so to speak? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to get another one and just try another one. It was a sub 12 foot-pound version. I don't know. It just wasn't amazingly accurate. And, you know, guys in the comments were like, oh, you need to tune it. You need to do this. You need to do that. And I'm like, no. I want a rifle that you get straight out of the box and you throw on the scope, you know, you do your usual stuff and shoot it and you get damn good accuracy. Like this, pretty much. Yeah. That one didn't, it certainly wasn't as good as that. But my point is, would you go and buy a sports car and then you drive it out the showroom and take it straight to the garage to get some work done on it? Of course you're not. You need it good to go out of the box. So I can understand the FAC versions, you know, like the 70 foot-pounds or the 38 foot-pounds or whatever. Yeah, they're going to need a little bit of tweaking because with these rifles, you know, you've got, you can adjust the regulator pressure, the hammer spring tension, you know, the valves, this, that and the other. I get that. You can tune it up to like your, you know, particular pellet or slug, as it were. But I think at the end of the day, with off the shelf, with a sub 12 foot-pound, you know, for sure, for a sub 12 foot-pound, getting some decent pellets like what I was using, it should be able to perform straight out of the box. That's my point. This thing, oh my God, did it. It blew me away. It really did. I am super stoked about this rifle. Right, let me throw out a few specs. Now, I've not got a vast amount of specs on this because it's a bit of they're kind of like a custom job, aren't they? Because you don't really see these on FX's website. So the people that loaned me this rifle here in the UK, Livens Gun Shop, have got this in. I don't know whether they've got it in from a distributor or what, purposely sort of set up like this. But it is basically just a chassis, so you can drop in an FX Dreamline into this chassis. That is what this chassis is basically built for. Okay, so the specs that I have got then. So I've not got weight because of the chassis and the rifle, and I've not really got any decent scales to sort of weigh this thing. But what I will say is, I'll give it a guess. I'm going to say about £6.5, something like that. That's just a guess, okay? Barrel length on this 177 version is 500mm, obviously free floating barrel with like your barrel liner and this, that and the other. The 2.2 version is 500mm also. The 25 cal and the 30 cal are 600mm, so slightly long barrels on those calibers. Shot count, oh god, I'll throw that in the details of the video because this thing isn't empty and I did have it filled to sort of max pressure. I'll throw all the geeky stuff in the details of the video. Down below, not down here, sort of down there. Magazine capacity. Now the 177 version, this one, has a 22 round magazine capacity. The 2.2 version will hold 18, the 25 will hold 16 and the 30 cal will hold 13. Now I'll talk more about those magazines in a minute, but let's just sort of go through the rifle just in a normal rack and load style. So what we'll do is we'll take it from the top, okay, or from the butt pad, recoil pad, stock end, you know what I'm on about. Now this is the Saber Tactical stock, and oh my god, check it out. This thing is fully adjustable, and I mean fully adjustable. It really is a nice skeletonized stock. All aluminium. Let's give it a magnet test. Yeah, all aluminium. Okay, really nice. The adjustability for this thing is really, really good. It will suit pretty much any average shooter really, really well. Now, you haven't got like a butt pad, so to speak. You've got like these, they're almost like rubber bars. It looks a bit aggressive, but it's not. It's really, really comfortable, and it really sticks in the shoulder really well. And they've even skeletonized these bits just to shave off as much weight as possible. And what I particularly like about this is if you press this here, you can adjust. You've got 5 different adjustments there, so you can really lock that into your shoulder. That is really cool. Really, really cool. You can adjust the length of pull. It will move up and down, and you can adjust the cheek piece. It is ambidextrous, as you can see. The actual cheek piece is. It is adjustable, like I said, so you undo the thumb screws or loosen them, and then you just move this lever, and that will adjust it up and down. Now, what I will say about this rifle, so I'm sort of jumping ahead there because that's just reminded me. Height-wise, as far as the cheek piece goes, I had it right down while I was shooting this. It suited me. What you will find, and with the Dreamline, is because of the magazine, and it's quite a big magazine, you're gonna need high mounts. Yes, I found this out when I set this rifle up. Me being me, of course, I didn't put the magazine in, did I, when I was mounting the scope? So I put a scope on, not this one, just threw on some mounts, some dovetail mounts, and then got all set up, ready to shoot it, loaded the magazine, went to put the magazine in, and of course it wouldn't fit because it wouldn't get underneath the scope. I was like, oh, come on now. So, boy, did I have to hunt high and low for some dovetail high mounts. Oh my God. Well, I hunted and I hunted, and eventually, well, I didn't find any here in the Rat Cave, but I eventually found some on another rifle of mine, a 2.2 rimfire, already set up with this scope. So this isn't the scope that I really wanted to use for this rifle. Don't get me wrong, great scope, the Bushnell is, but I had another scope lined up, but I couldn't use it. Got no mounts for it. So it is what it is. But you will have to use high mounts to clear, you know, to make sure your scope clears the magazine, or vice versa, or whatever. So yeah, bear that in mind if you get one of these. But that just reminded me of it, you know, adjusting the height of the cheek piece. Right, and then moving back on to the stock. Now, really, really nice stock. It really is. I like this bit here because that allows you to sort of bag ride it, so to speak. So there's plenty of meat there to sort of get on a bag if you want. You can take it off by the looks of it. You know, you could probably throw on some sort of monopod or something if you wanted. It just depends what you're doing with it. The stock will fold up as well. So you press this button here, and the stock does fold up. Okay, and there's a magnet. I don't know if you can see. Magnet there. Hang on. So there's a magnet right there that sticks to, I'm going to close it up now, look, that one there, okay? So you close it up, and I'm going to trap my fingers, no I'm not, and it all folds up, like so. Sorry guys, I'm holding it. Really, really compact for storage or carriage. That is really cool, and I like the way they're using magnets as well. So there's no sort of other, you know, contraptions to sort of lock it in place. What I will say about this stock, and I have tried tightening it up, but with it being a folding stock, I noticed this when I got it out of the box before I'd even shot it. There's a bit of wobble. So let me just hold it like that. There's quite a bit of wobble there. So I was like, so I did get an Allen key and sort of just try and tighten that up, but it didn't really have any effect. So I was like, oh. And I just thought to myself, well, I hope that don't affect accuracy. It certainly didn't, but nevertheless, I don't know, that was a little bit off-putting. It wasn't when I was shooting it, because I was sort of shooting it off a big rest. But I don't know, that just, I was like, okay. But it, like I say, and as you can see, it certainly didn't affect any accuracy. Moving on, so ergonomically anyway, the stock is amazing. It really is. Me being a lefty as well, I didn't find that these were sort of digging into my cheek or anything like that. It was really, really nice to shoot. A little cold because it was -1 when I was shooting, but apart from that, you know, it was really nice stock, really nice. Moving on to the pistol grip, you've got an AR-15 style pistol grip. Really nice. You can swap that out if you so desire. You wouldn't know, would you? The one that supplies is an FX one, of course. Really nice. You know, rubberized. Just a job. Just a job. Moving on to the rest of the stock then. Like I said, all aluminium. And now this is where it really, really does get nice. Moving on to like the front bit, and you can note, well, it's hard not to notice. And I do like this. This is probably one of, I wouldn't say a pet hate. It's just on some rifles where the bottles are totally exposed, they make me cringe a little bit. I don't know. It's just, I just think to myself, if I accidentally hit that bottle or something, you know, and done something along here, it's going to be expensive and probably a little bit dangerous. I don't know. You know what compressed air is like. But on this Saber Tactical stock or chassis, look at that. It completely sort of protects the bottle, well, apart from the side, but look at that. And look, and this is where it really does get cool. Seriously, guys. Look at this rail. This rail is pretty much, well, it's just absolutely bang on. It really is bang on. We've got, first of all, we've got a piece of Picatinny rail further forward. So none of that bipod mounting here, you know. Yeah, it works having a bipod mounted here, but it's a lot better to have one mounted further forward for obvious reasons. It just is. Not only that, you've got rails here, so you can attach stuff if you so wish, if you've got something that will sort of mount onto those. This will also mount onto a tripod, and this is where it gets really funky. So if you haven't got a specialist tripod that will clamp onto this, you can use a heavy duty camera tripod and just use the screw, and it will screw straight in there. So you could get a heavy duty camera tripod, screw it in there, and you're away. That is seriously, seriously cool. That is attention to detail. And I didn't try it, to be fair, I should have, but this is a loaner, so I didn't want to risk scratching it up or anything. Not that you would, but it'd be just my luck. So that is just a cool option. You know, to be able to throw on a bipod, obviously, you know, that's standard, but to be able to use a tripod as well, that is just really cool, really cool. So if you're sort of set up doing a bit of rat blasting or something, and you're sort of in a static position, you could use a little tripod, get yourself set up. You're going to have some serious fun, and you're not going to be fatigued, you know, from holding the rifle or whatnot. Talking about the bottle, standard bottle there, metal one, but the beauty of the Dreamline is its modularity. I mean, without this stock, the Dreamline is like totally modular anyway, but with this stock, it's just another level. But the bottle, you can swap it out to a carbon fiber one. So there's a carbon fiber one, so that would just sort of really sort of Gucci this thing up as well. I didn't fit the carbon fiber one, but I have got one here. That would look really, really sexy, no doubt about it. Just get that out of the way. So yeah, really, really cool. I've done a Dreamline review, separate video, but I'll sort of just go over a few things. So there's your gauge for how much hair is in your bottle, basically. Your regulator gauge. Here's your safety catch, AR style safety catch, which is really nice, really positive. I like that. Your fully adjustable trigger. We'll give that a pull in a little bit. There is your cocking lever, standard sort of FX, really nice, effective, it works. There's your power adjuster there. Okay, so you can, dare I say it, you can tune it up a little bit, yeah. You can crank the valve pressure down and, you can crank the power down, basically, if you so wish, okay. You can adjust the hammer, spring tension, all that good stuff. So it's really cool. You can really play about with this rifle, you know, and get it perfected. I am going to say, okay, this is my favourite FX so far. It really is. I really, really like it. I just love the look of it. I love the modularity of it, the ease of adjustment, and above all, the damn good accuracy of it. I really would like to get a 2.2 version of this and just test that out, I must admit. Moving on to the barrel then, like I said, 500mm barrel. You've got a 1/2" UNF thread at the end, thread protector on there. You've got FX's STX barrel, or smooth twist barrel. Wow, just totally accurate. Totally accurate. End of story. End of story. I am going to get, I think in the future, I'm going to get a few FAC versions. I've done 1 or 2 FAC version FXs. I'm going to get a few more. I'm going to get some real high power ones in, I think, and start having a play about with the slugs. I'm really quite interested in doing that. So yeah, your free floating barrel there, just amazing accuracy out of that thing. End of story. Talking about the rest of the Saber Tactical stock, nice big trigger guard there. So you can use this with a gloved finger or a gloved hand, if that makes sense. So, you know, you can pretty much, and the good thing about an AR style pistol grip as well is you can wear gloves anyway. I mean, I should have been really, it was like -1, I was freezing. But you can, you know, you can easily use this rifle wearing gloves. There is your filler area, filler nozzle right there, dust cover. So that's really cool. But what I will say, the trigger on this thing is glorious. Shall we give it a pull? You know you want to. You know you want to. Right, and let's just cock it. No magazine in, so we can dry fire this thing, no problem. Let's give this thing a pull. It felt super light. 2-stage. Oh my God. Oh my God. 1 pound, 2.5 ounces. Straight out the box. That's with no adjustment. That is glorious. What a glorious, glorious trigger. Now, the magazines. Let me show you the magazines. Now, if you go back and dig into the playlists and look at my older FX videos, I'm sort of talking like 5 or 6 years back, I used to really moan about the magazines. I was like, oh, just do me a magazine where I can just put the pellets in. These new ones, well, they're not so new now, but I really do like these magazines now. I really do, especially because you can take it off like that. So basically, you take them off, take that bit off, you crank it around because it's under spring tension to obviously cycle itself. And then you just drop a pellet in, drop all the rest in, okay? And then it won't flick around like that when it's full. And then you just put that cover back on, crank that round, jobs are good one. Absolutely excellent magazines. My only gripe is the clearance of them. So like I said, get some high mounts if you're getting one of these rifles because you're going to need it. And don't mount your scope like I did without having your magazine in. Obviously unloaded and nice and safe. But put your magazine in when you mount your scope, okay? Don't make my mistake. Right. Let's have a look at the manual, okay? This is pretty standard FX manual. So all about the Dreamline, gives you a bit of bump about the Dreamline. 220cc bottle, by the way. I'm just finding out stuff that I didn't know. Look, as I flick through this. No, I'm not. I didn't know what I was on about. AMP or adjustable match precision regulator on this rifle as standard as well. The manual is really good. Nice colour pictures. You know, really, I do really like the FX manuals. They really are nice. You know, no sort of grainy black and white photos or anything. The one thing it does need though, FX, if you're listening, the one thing that your manuals need, some exploded diagrams. Don't know, that's just me. I like exploded diagrams. So, but yes, guys, the FX Dreamline Saber Tactical is just wow for me. I absolutely love this thing. Okay, like I said, I've criticised 1 or 2 FXs in the past. I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about total honesty, and I just show you guys what's happening as it happens. But this thing has really blown me away. The look of it, the modularity of it, the accuracy has restored my faith in a big way, and I would happily go out and buy one of these today. It is just really nice. Just that wobble. That wobble needs sorting. I'd have to get that sorted. But that's my only gripe. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That is your rack and load review of the FX Dreamline Saber Tactical Edition, Saber Tactical chassis version. Thanks for watching. That's Rack and Load. See ya.